#Cowgirl's kiss. The wind carried the scent of dust and danger that evening across the ghost-silent plains of Redstone County. Inside a half-broken saloon called the Copper Spur, lantern light flickered over the faces of gamblers and drifters. Among them sat a woman who didn't belong there, yet owned the place with her silence. Her name was Lena Ray, the cowgirl who rode like the wind and shot straighter than most men. People said she'd once ridden with bounty hunters. Others whispered she'd killed the man who broke her heart. Whatever the truth, one thing was certain: no one crossed her. That night, a stranger walked in. Tall, quiet, wearing a long brown duster and a revolver polished to mirror shine. His name, he told the barkeep, was Cole Maddox. He had the eyes of a man running from something, or someone. When his gaze met Lena's, it was like a spark leapt across dry brush. She tilted her hat. "You're not from around here," she said. "Just passing through," he replied. "Looking for work, and maybe a reason to stay." The piano stopped. Every man in the saloon pretended not to watch as Lena smiled, slow and dangerous. Chapter 1: Fire and Whiskey. Cole learned quickly that Redstone was a town of secrets. The sheriff was drunk half the time, the preacher had a shotgun under the altar, and the mayor ran a gambling den behind the general store. But none of them scared him, only Lena did. She wasn't like other women. She rode alone, carried her father's Winchester, and wore a silver locket she never opened. One night, while rain hammered the saloon roof, Cole asked her about it. She stared into her whiskey glass. "Inside's a bullet," she said softly. "The one that killed my brother." Cole didn't ask more. He didn't have to. Her pain spoke louder than thunder. Chapter 2: The Secret in Redstone. By morning, word spread that a train had been robbed near Devil's Canyon. 5 men dead, the gold gone. The description of the gang leader matched someone everyone thought was long gone: Jeb Ray, Lena's dead brother. When Cole told Lena, her glass shattered. "That's impossible," she whispered. "He's buried out past the ridge." Cole saw fear in her eyes for the first time. That night, they rode together to the canyon. Moonlight glowed over red rocks and old graves. When they reached her brother's marker, the earth looked disturbed. Someone had dug it up. Lena's voice trembled. "Who would?" A gunshot cracked through the dark. Cole pulled her down as bullets tore through the dust. Shadows moved along the ridge, riders. And one of them called her name. ***, Lena. ***, you should have stayed dead like me." Her brother's voice. Chapter 3: Blood and Dust. They escaped barely alive. Cole's arm was bleeding. Lena's horse was shot out from under her. They found shelter in an abandoned barn near the ridge. The rain returned, pounding like war drums. Lena tore her shirt to bandage his wound. "He can't be alive," she muttered. "Not Jeb. I saw him die." Cole caught her hand. "Who buried him?" "The sheriff," she said. "After the mine explosion, or what I thought was one." Cole's jaw tightened. "Then maybe the sheriff buried someone else." The truth hit her harder than the storm. Her brother had faked his death, and taken half of Redstone's outlaws with him. As the night deepened, thunder drowned out their whispers. Their eyes met again, this time closer, firelight dancing on their faces. The distance between them vanished like smoke. Their kiss was raw, born of fear, grief, and something deeper neither wanted to name. Outside, lightning split the sky, but inside the barn, it was already on fire. Chapter 4: The Kiss and the Bullet. By dawn, they knew what had to be done. Jeb was planning another heist, the Redstone Bank. If he succeeded, the whole town would burn. Lena saddled her new horse and loaded her father's rifle. Cole followed, grim and ready. At the edge of town, Jeb and his gang waited by the tracks. Lena rode straight into their camp before anyone could stop her. "Brother," she shouted, "you're chasing ghosts. This ends tonight." Jeb grinned, scarred and hollow-eyed. "Sister, you never understood. We were born to take what's ours." He raised his gun. Cole appeared from the dust, revolver drawn. The gunfight erupted like hell, breaking open. Fire, smoke, screams. One by one the outlaws fell. When the dust cleared, Jeb stood alone, gun aimed at Lena. "I won't miss this time," he said. But the shot that rang out wasn't his. Lena pulled the trigger first. The bullet, the same one that had once taken her brother, ended him for good. As Jeb fell, his eyes softened. "Guess you were always faster," he whispered, and then the desert took him. Chapter 5. Sunset and silence. After the battle, Redstone was quiet again. The sheriff cleaned up the mess and called Lena a hero. But she didn't feel like one. She sat by the canyon edge, holding the silver locket in her palm, now empty. Cole joined her. "You did what you had to," he said. She looked at him. "And you? Will you stay?" He smiled faintly. "Depends. You still looking for a reason?" She leaned closer, the fading sun painting her face gold. "Maybe I already found one." Their lips met again, softer this time, not from fear, but from something like peace. The desert wind swirled around them, carrying away the echoes of gunfire and ghosts. As the sun sank behind the mountains, two riders left Redstone. Side by side, the outlaw and the cowgirl, bound by a kiss that had started a war and ended one. And in the dust they left behind, legends began to whisper. They say love in the Wild West burns fast and dies hard, but some fires never fade. The end.